So I wanted to start off this week kind of just checking in on each of you all, seeing how how you're doing, checking in to see what program you're still working on, and just kind of do just a quick check-in, and then see what areas you feel like you're needing the most support in. Because more likely than not, if you're needing areas of support, someone else in the group will as well, and that will kind of help guide if I need to do a live video or a specific video in a certain area, whether it's about meal prepping or creating a schedule to get your workouts in, or practical daily things of, just motivating yourself. So I found that more often than not, if I'm struggling with a certain area, more than likely someone else in the group is too. So I just wanted to kind of just do a quick check. And I know I talked with some of you all before I guess I started recording and everybody hopped in. But just if you want to go around, just say what you're doing right now, what you feel like you're doing really good in, and what is one thing that you feel like that you need to be doing better in. So do your program, something you're doing really good at, and then one thing that you're struggling with. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I am going to do 2B mindset and yoga. Notice I said going to be, because today was supposed to be my number one, or day one for both of them since I just got back. But I have not been able to start either. Now, with the meal plan, I have been kind of doing it already. So I could say, honestly, I have started 2B mindset. Yoga, I've not done my workout for today yet, so I will. It's something that, I always struggle with my workouts, and I feel like I am the easiest person I could talk myself out of one, and I would rather clean my house than do a workout a lot of the times. So just trying to create that. Did y'all hear that? My cats are like, they're like, so I wanted to do something that was not too physically demanding, more grounding for 2B mindset, because it is very nutritionally focused, because workouts are not required. And yoga was something that the 3-week retreat is something that I always wanted to do that I haven't done. So I figured they would be perfect to do together. So I do plan on doing my workout before I go to bed tonight. So I'll be doing that here soon. And I meant to do a video today to share a little bit about some of the foods that I bought, because I made a Costco run today where I am back in town and just trying to get ready for the week. So yes, I'm doing 2B mindset, and I am doing it's 21 days, but it's 3-week yoga retreat, which I'm excited about. So one thing I'm doing really good at is making a plan. So a lot of times, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. So I've got my plan down. I've got my calendar down. I know that 2B mindset isn't necessarily 3 weeks. It's basically a lifelong journey, if you want it to be. Lifestyle of eating. But if I can do it, at least a 3-week increment to see my progress in 3 weeks, that will kind of give me some little victories that I can celebrate. Oh, in 3 weeks, when I did the 21 keep saying 21 day, the 3-week yoga retreat with 2B mindset, and these were my results. So I can have a definite beginning and end date. And so that's why I always recommend for you to try to find a program that you can do from beginning to end, so that you can see the results that you have from that. So I've been doing really good planning. Obviously, one thing I'm struggling at is getting my workouts in with time management. So I will give myself a little bit of grace today because of just naturally the coming back from Iceland, the schedule. But I know in my mind, that's where I struggle with the most, is getting up early enough to where I am not getting distracted and getting lost in the schedule of the day. So if I do not schedule my workouts, they do not become appointments in my mind. And that's a dangerous place to be, because I don't schedule my workouts, because I'm like, I'll get it in, or I'll try to get it in before the kids get really busy for the day. And more often than not, I am not a morning person, which I try to not start saying that, because then what you see, basically what you see that yourself you will become. And so I want to be a morning person. So I'm trying to tell myself, you're a morning person, you're a morning person. So it's just getting up earlier, getting them done, because I have found for me the earlier I can get my workout in, the better. I'm not dreading about it all day. Like, I'm using more energy and anxiety thinking about a freaking workout throughout the day than it would have been actually just get it done in the morning. So that's kind of me, is struggling with getting these workouts done in the morning and then blogging about them and sharing. So that's what I'm doing. So yes, I shared a program, one thing I'm doing good at and one thing I'm struggling at. What about you, Skylar?
Was going to be starting T25 this evening, but literally woke up on the couch like 20 minutes ago. So that's not getting in before bed. Been doing decent on the food. I have everything planned out and all of that. It's just we were traveling 2 weekends in a row, and then I had to go home last weekend because of our family friend in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So just last 3 weeks have not been good on getting workouts in. But yeah, again, today was supposed to be day one, but
And that's okay. Like, the day's not over. So
I kind of passed out on the couch petting the dog. So
yeah.
then slept for like 2 hours.
That's fine. So even if today is not day one, tomorrow can be day one. So it's okay. So it's good. So what do you feel like you've been doing good at?
Well, the planning, and then I'm really good at planning dinners, and my breakfasts are always the shakes because it's just easier when I'm heading out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not too great about planning my lunches, so instead of going to fast food places, there's a Hy-Vee grocery store like a mile and a half down the road from my office, so I'll go and get stuff from there, but that's still costing me more money than it would be to prep my lunches at home. So I know that's one area I definitely need to work on.
So do you feel like you could use help with like lunches? Like
it's more just making the time on like the Sunday evening to do them. Because I work about 9 hours a day, expected to work 9 hours a day at least. And I have an hour and a half commute each way, depending on traffic.
I know your week's crazy.
So getting home and make dinner and then squeeze in a workout and take a shower and go to bed. So that stuff, that part of the scheduling is not bad, but my weekends just get away from me. So goal this next weekend is definitely to get my lunches prepped or find time some night this week to get it done.
You posted some results recently, I believe. What have been your results?
Since I started, we started with the food first back on March 11th. I am actually officially under 250 pounds, which has been a long time. Like, I'm close. I'm bouncing right now. Last week I was bounced between 20 to 25 pounds down since I started everything. So
you've lost 20 to 25 pounds since March?
Yep.
Are you serious? Why have you not like shouted this from the rooftops?
Last week kind of popped up on me, so been a little distracted.
Oh, I know, but like too much. That's crazy.
Yep. It was
Especially
7 pounds
like with your crazy schedule. It's kind of like, if anybody could, it's like say that time is an excuse, it's really you. Like, I feel like you have less time. We all have the same amount of time, but it's like I feel like you're busier than I am, because at least I get to work from home. And even though I've got kids everywhere and I'm coaching and I'm doing this and that, it's like, I'm not commuting and I'm not like, tied down to a certain place for 8-9 hours. That's awesome.
Yeah. My husband was actually in the bathroom in the morning. I stepped on the scale and it was like 248, I think is what it dropped to. And I started doing a happy dance. He looks down at the scale and he's like, hey. So
awesome. So what's your husband's progress so far? Do you feel like he is doing better now that you're doing better, or?
So he's been working out and like he always does. And since I'm cooking all the food and we're eating better, he says he's lost around 20 pounds already too.
Imagine that. Oh my gosh, that makes me so excited. Like, I'm just so happy. Imagine that. And I'm sure he's not complaining.
No.
Well, good. I know that it takes work. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard, but I have learned that you got to choose your hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard being, out of energy, you know, feeling all these emotions, whatever you may be feeling. And it's hard to take time out of, necessarily watching TV or watch TV while you're meal prepping. It takes an investment of not just time, but money. Not money, but time. And so you got to be intentional. And I love seeing the fruit of that because it's real, it works if you work it,
Yep.
it's not magic. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I know Samantha's had some amazing results so far. So I know you gained last month, and that's okay because you were sick quite a bit, but you've already lost 8 pounds this month. So total, since you've started, what are your results so far?
Well, I lost 23 in March, and then I gained 10 pounds last month, and then I'm back down 8 more. So
21?
Something like that, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? In 2 months, or 2 or 3 months, yeah, I know, no, this journey isn't meant to be perfect. No one's meant to be perfect, and perfect is boring anyway. Who, I don't know, that makes me so happy. And I don't know, if I had told you 2-3 months ago, all right, you can be down 20-25 pounds in 2 to 3 months, what would have been your thoughts for both of you all?
I didn't think I'd lose that fast.
Yeah.
I mean, just cutting soda cut about 7 or 8 pounds to start off with. So.
Mm-hmm. And, will it always be this fast? No. In the beginning, it is a little bit faster. But once you create those habits, and I know sometimes, I'm not a nitpicker for some things. Like for instance, I know Samantha had put, and this is kind of just the coach coming out. She was like, I was looking through the cabinet and I didn't know what I wanted. And I saw Cheetos and I saw this and none of it sounded good. I'm like, well, good. I'm glad it didn't sound good, And so she grabbed a yogurt, and I'm like, yeah, it's better than Cheetos or better, than some of these other things that we do tend to have on hand for our kids. So I'm watching y'all. But even if you did choose the Cheetos, I'm not going to judge you because I actually bought this big old freaking bag of Cheetos from Costco today. And I never have bought Cheetos from Costco, but it's something where I can portion, I will have to portion it out for my kids because it'll get locked in the garage because if not, it'll be gone in 24 hours. But it's it's okay to indulge. And that's one thing I love about the 2B mindset is really, being intentional so that you can indulge in the little things here and there, and they're treats. They're not just a normal occurrence. So, so I'm really excited. I know that hopefully in May, you all will continue the habits that you've been building up. And just creating. And a lot of times it is hard building those routines and finding things that will work with you in your schedule. And also, I just encourage you all to try new recipes. If that's probably one of my biggest encouragements, and I'm going to be trying a lot of new recipes with the 2B mindset. They have this recipe for turnip fries. I've heard they're actually pretty good. We'll find out. So I'm going to try to find some turnips. Have I ever eaten turnips before in my life? No. So we're going to see how that goes, and I'll share that with you all. If I don't get to them this week, then hopefully here in the next week or two. So that's one of the things I like doing new programs. I get to try new recipes, and I make an honest effort of trying some of the recipes that they provide, because they could be new staples in your house. For instance, like spaghetti squash. My kids love spaghetti squash, and a lot of the times when I used to make spaghetti squash for myself, and then I would make regular spaghetti for them, they would get upset and they would be like, Mom, can I have some of your spaghetti squash? And at first I was like, no, Mom only made enough for me. I don't want to necessarily share because this is mine. I'm not going to eat what you're eating. But now it's like, I'll make enough spaghetti squash for everyone, and everyone will eat it. And so it's like finding those little recipes and trying new things. You can do so much with spaghetti squash. It's crazy. But those things that will become new recipes in your house that like everybody will enjoy. Will all your recipes be a success? No. But I just encourage you to try new things out, whether it's with your shakes, try new recipes, or try new recipes that are like go to, what do you call it, Pinterest, and looking at recipes there for the portion fix or just clean recipes. Just try them out. The worst that's going to happen is you're not going to like it, and guess what? Just don't make it again, you know? So that's what I would encourage with that. So that's really exciting that both of you all lost between 20 and 25 pounds in the last 2-3 months. Like, that's huge. And I know that not just on the scale, that's not just reflecting on the scale. There's so much more at play there that the scale is not even showing you. A lot of times I say the scale, like, just forget the scale. But the scale is an indication of progress. The scale is not something that you should learn to hate. The scale will not always be your friend, but that's okay. But I know that in all of this, that I know you both probably have more energy. You feel better about yourself. You feel more confident. You probably feel stronger. You probably feel more beautiful, like more, worthy. And so it's like all those other things that kind of are a byproduct of being healthier, choosing healthier foods, or choosing those healthier options, or choosing to be active for that day. Because I know when I do a workout, like, I'm telling you what, I feel like you have to freaking move a mountain to get me to do a workout. But when I do, I feel like I'm a freaking goddess. I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to post about it because I want people to know that I worked out, because, I'm proud of it, because that's an area that I struggle in. Even though people are like, oh, I'm so inspired because you post your workouts. And I'm like, girl, if I'm going to work out and sweat, I'm going to let the world know. And that's okay. Like, if people don't like it, they just don't have to follow. So what about you, Rachel? This is Rachel. She's new. So basically, Skylar and Samantha have been sharing what program they are doing, something they feel like they're doing really good at right now, or in an area they feel like they are struggling or could use more help in. So do you want to introduce yourself and kind of share what's going on in your life? Oh, see, you're muted. Unmute. Are you there? Oh, she's gone. Maybe she was like, I ain't going to talk to y'all. It's okay. But Rachel is new. I know she's got, I believe her little boy's 5. And so, like us, she's got PCOS, and she's really awesome. She's another gender. So I know that Keisha, you're probably listening. So we got another gender in the house, which I'm really excited about, because, we like the genders club. But anyways, so I am really excited. So this week I will probably try to go live, if not in this group, definitely in the PCOS fitness group with some recipes. I will be more intentional in sharing more about the foods that I'm eating with the 2B mindset, since it's completely different than anything else that I've done in the last few years since I've started coaching. And so for those who aren't familiar with 2B mindset, it's not a workout program. It's just a nutritional program. Basically, this dietitian, Alana Muhlstein, has like 40 videos that are self-paced, and you watch them, and she's sharing about nutrition, sharing about different things that you can do to lead a healthier lifestyle, and to make it something that you can do no matter whether you're on vacation or at home, in a restaurant. And I know last week I was sharing, like, one of her things is water first. Always have water with, and this is something that anybody can do. And I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I'm learning in this program with you all. So even if you're like, I don't want to know if I don't know if I want to buy it or whatever, but I'm interested, I'm going to be sharing things that I've learned along the way. And, it's up to you whether or not you want to do it fully, or just kind of pick my brain and see if it's something you want to do with me, just by what you learn from what I share. So basically drinking water first. Water is the most important thing. Our bodies obviously are comprised mostly of water, and just taking water with you everywhere you go. That's going to be the easiest way for you to drink more water in the day, is if you have it with you. And I know personally for myself that if the more I'm drinking water, the more I actually crave it. So, and the same thing with like Diet Coke. The more I'm drinking Diet Coke, the more I crave it. And it's very hard for me to transition from so much soda or Diet Coke to water. But there's something like, I don't know if it's psychological, guys, but it's like, almost like I get that dry mouth. I'm like, oh gosh, I need water. And it's not even something that like the carbonation of Diet Coke can even quench. So it's like, I go to that water. So that's going to be a big transition. Just trying to drink more water and being more intentional of logging how much water. She has a tracker. I should probably, a book where you actually track the different things that you're drinking and you're eating and all that stuff. So you're supposed to track everything, which is going to be a struggle because I'm not a tracker. And then veggies most. So the most of what you should be eating every day is vegetables, because you need those nutrients, you need those vitamins, those minerals, all the good things that are in vegetables. Because if you are not eating, a lot of vegetables, and that's one thing I love about this program. For those who are volume eaters, who like to eat a lot, who feel like they're constricted or restricted from diets or these meal plans, it's wonderful because she doesn't cut you off anywhere. You can eat as many vegetables as you want. So you mostly eat vegetables, then go to your proteins. And, the last thing that you should be getting to are your carbs, because hopefully you're already to the point where you're full, to where the carbs and those starches are minimal, if that makes sense. Because, and another thing is, she recommends drinking, like, I can't remember the exact amount, basically 16 ounces of water, like 30 minutes before every meal, because that's going to kind of help fill you up. Now, I know that one thing back from when I had surgery years ago was something that was recommended to me by my dietitian, because I still have a dietitian that's local that I have access to. And I plan on meeting with her once or twice during this process to kind of see what her thoughts are with this program. They recommend drinking, 16 ounces of water 30 minutes before a meal, and not to drink during eating. And the reason why is, at least with after surgery, is because it can tend to actually cause you to eat more if you're drinking while you're eating. So if you're actually just eating, and that's a hard transition for some people, but if you're eating and you're not kind of washing it down with food, that food is actually going to make you feel fuller. Whereas if you're drinking with water, it's going to feel like it's going to, I don't know, like, I guess get water, I don't know, like the technical terms, but you're going to eat more. And also waiting 30 minutes after you eat to drink. And that doesn't mean you can't take sips, but those are things I'm going to try to start incorporating back into it, is, 30 minutes before I'm eating. Or it doesn't have to be exactly 30 minutes, but I know if I'm going to be eating soon, chug me a bottle of water and then wait a few minutes and then eat, because I know that I'm going to be eating less. Now, do I need to necessarily be eating less? No, but I know that I'm going to be more mindful of my portions, if that makes sense. So you all are more than welcome to ask any questions that you have. I'm actually in a test group with Alana, the creator of the group. So I'm hoping to be learning a lot of things from her with it through a lot of her videos, because she goes daily, like live almost daily, sharing different things and tips and tricks and stuff. So if you are not familiar with her, I'd go check her out on Instagram. She's awesome. She has the cutest, she's 8 months pregnant right now. She has the cutest pictures, and she'll have 2 pictures side by side, and she'll have a sad salad, and it's just it's not exciting at all. And then a sexy salad, and it's a salad filled with all these vegetables, and it's colorful, and it's huge, and it's abundant. And so it's really changing that mindset. You don't have to eat less. And all of these women that, are in the PCOS fitness group, or just in general, and they're like, oh, I haven't eaten today, or I've only eaten 5 crackers. And I'm like, that's so not healthy. It's going to completely destroy your metabolism. I've been there, done that multiple times. this isn't about restricting. It's about indulging and allowing yourself to eat, allowing yourself to thank your body for being strong, fuel it with the necessary things that are going to be beneficial for it. And, loving on it at the same time. So, and so that's why I really love, while reading the books and stuff, I was supposed to order that finished book. But then I read somewhere that I could get it from, Rachel was messaging me. She said okay. So I need to go over with her how to use some of the different features on Zoom. So, where's it going? So I meant to order the finished book last week before I left for my trip. But I read somewhere that I could get it through the app. So that's why I was like, well, I'll wait till I get back to see if I can get it through that app. So the book finish is something I still really want to do. And I have some ladies that will be coming in the academy that are doing 2B Mindset. They're not necessarily doing a workout program that I'm recommending for them to do finish as well. Because finish is really a good book for you to basically congratulate yourself for just being done, for getting it done, and not nitpicking yourself and not tearing yourself down because you feel like you should have done better. Just congratulating yourself, because done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect because you have accomplished it. So yeah, hey, Ashley. So we've been talking about basically going around, and the girls shared what program they're doing right now, what is something that they feel like they're doing really good on, and an area that they feel like they could need more support or that they're struggling in. So how have you been doing?
First off, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about tonight's chat. Oh my gosh. We were watching a scary movie and it just ended a few minutes ago. So that's why I'm all laid up in bed right now. So, but as far as, I think the easiest thing for me, which is really weird, has been my water intake. I normally, people think I'm weird because I've never required, or I'm not thirsty ever. And so, unless I'm just drinking sodas, and that's just really kind of a sugar craving or caffeine. But I don't drink anything ever. But this go round, I don't know, I guess because maybe I've got it prepped and it's ready and it's at work and I've got a big bottle. And I know I need 3 bottles a day because it's a 32 ounce, and that's kind of what my goal is. And I don't know, it's getting easier for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really good. So I'm proud of myself, because I seriously used to drink like maybe 1 glass of something a day, which is not healthy at all. And that's why I kept getting a ton of kidney stones a while back. But as far as the struggle, probably getting my workouts in. This last week has been so crazy, and I felt so just out of step with trying to keep up with the steps and the moves and the this and that, and I'm getting better at it. And I like that I'm getting better at it because my body's starting to kind of do what I want it to do. I have no balance, and I have, if I turn a certain way, it tweaks my back. And so, because I'm not used to the movement anymore. And so I'm slowly getting better at that, but it is definitely a struggle. And I've been having issues. Like tonight I was trying to stream it, and I couldn't get the audio to work. And I don't know if there was something going on with my computer or if there's something going on with this.
I don't know. I actually need to still do my workout. So if I'll check.
Yeah.
Are you doing Country Heat?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check Country Heat too and see if it's working, and see what it looks like on my end.
Yeah.
You're doing it through your computer?
Yeah, and I'm actually getting an HDMI cord on Friday.
Okay. That'll be nice.
So that I can just stream it from my phone to my TV, and that will make it, I think, a whole lot easier, and I won't have to worry about it like getting behind or anything like that. So, but but yeah, the working out has definitely been the trying to get it in, and the struggle for me. It just exhausted this last week. It's been difficult, but this is a new week.
Yes, it's a new week, and the thing is, you're making progress.
Yeah.
And really, like for someone to come, if any of y'all were like, I do it, awesome. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible to come on here one week and be like, I'm doing awesome. I did every workout 110% and I ate out amazing, whatever. We may have those weeks occasionally, but more often than not, the stars are going to have to align completely perfectly for us to feel like that we're not struggling with something. And I would almost say, if you don't feel like you're struggling with something, you're not challenging yourself hard enough, if that makes sense. Not to saying that you should feel like you're defeated, no, because that just shows you that there's areas of growth that you can make. There are things that you can still go farther in. Does it make sense? So right. I expect every week to say, or someone to say, I'm struggling with this. Because guess what? We're human. Life happens. But also recognizing the areas of growth and the progress that we have, and not allow ourselves to beat ourselves up and say, I only worked out 2 days this past week, but my goal is to hit 3 or 4 workouts this week. And, I'm going to really push for it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And just recognizing it and now not allowing it to be the new norm. Does that make sense? Because we still want to build on that and make progress. Because this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Right. And this journey is not meant to be despised and hated. It's supposed to be loved and enjoyed. So, any way that I can do that as a friend or, a sister to you all, let me know, because I'm on this journey too. And let me tell you, I have a VIP ticket on the struggle bus pretty much every single week with something. Because I'm telling you what, because when I was doing 80-day obsession and I was doing really good with my workouts, I felt like my time that I was able to focus towards, helping everybody in the academy and challengers and having those, offering those video calls or just getting back with people, my return rate on messages was days, because I was spending more time focusing on the fitness journey and the meals and stuff, that I was neglecting these other areas of my life. So for me, I really struggle finding that balance because it's all important to me. So I think it's great that you're doing great in water, and that, you still got a couple workouts. So I would just, build on that on this week. So I'll probably cut off any minute because it says less than a minute, but any last minute questions before we hop off here? None? Well, thank you so much for hopping on here on Monday night. I know it's not our typical night, but I really appreciate it. Yes, let me know if you all have any questions. If you need a one-on-one video chat, let me know. I will be trying to share a lot of my meals and my recipes and stuff that I'm doing with 2B Mindset, and hopefully just sharing a lot about what I'm doing with that. So I will go ahead and hop off here. Thank you all for hopping on, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye, ladies.